So I got to thinking something today. And I want to know, and I want to see if I'm the only person or only guy that thinks this way, right? Because I got to thinking about how women say they want to be men. And how they want to go out and work and do all these types of stuff, right? I want you guys to comment below what you think about that. Because I want you guys to think about, and this goes to all the guys that watch this, think about all the stuff that you have done or have to do on a daily basis that's hard. Think about the times you had to move out of an apartment by yourself. Think about all the times you had to do manual labor. Think about all the times you had to work a 10, 12-hour shift for free. Think about all the times you were struggling, trying to make more money, in the gym, trying to get stronger and more in shape. Now, isn't it hilarious that you have a woman that will run up right beside you and say, hey, I can do what you can do. Anything you can do, I can do better. Isn't that shit hilarious? That shit is hilarious. Because let's just be honest, right? As a guy, you guys know the bullshit that we have to deal with on a daily basis, right? Matter of fact, we ain't even got into war, fighting. We ain't even got into all that yet. We're talking about just being a man and doing manly things on a daily basis, right? So think about how hilarious that is, that women want to be men. Because you guys, like I said, you guys, this is where I was going to go with this. You guys know all the things that we have to deal with as men, right? Now, granted, think about this. If you were born a woman right now and you switched it, would you, as a woman, want to work as hard as a man? Hell no. Which goes into the question I have about this. Why are they so focused on being men and doing manly things? Why don't they want to be women? What's wrong with being feminine? What's wrong with going to the gym? After the gym, you go to the sauna. After the sauna, you get your hair done. You get your nails done. You get your skin waxed. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with taking care of the home, taking care of the kids, teaching the kids and raising the kids to have respectable values, right? Because this is how the shit is supposed to work, right? In a family. Because in a family unit, it's why they call it a family unit, everybody has their role to play. The man does this, the woman does that, and we come together as one, and the shit's supposed to work smoothly, right? So the women are supposed to be pretty, stay out the sun, don't do any manual labor stuff, don't do any hard working, don't sweat, don't even sweat too much. Only sweat you should do is, you go to the gym, you go to the sauna, they help your skin out, you organize the home, and you raise the children, right? And you women are supposed to congregate with each other and build up an ecosystem or echo, whatever you want to call it, that produces strong, respectable children that can help out society. So the women are supposed to come together and plan on how they're going to raise their children effectively, what values they're going to teach the children, what traditions, what cultures they need to learn, what schools they want them to attend. The men are supposed to be talking about how do we protect our assets? How do we protect our home? What are different ways we can make our money to ensure our kids don't have to struggle, to ensure our wife doesn't have to struggle, to ensure we don't have to struggle as a whole. We can go out on vacations and different things on different times, right? Okay, we got to build this structure right here. How do we defend against if something happens right here? Okay, we got to build this infrastructure right here to ensure that we have reserves in case things fall hard on bad times. That's what men are supposed to be worried about. I just explained what women are supposed to worry about, right? And guess what? When the men are doing their job and the women are doing their job, hey, let's go to London for a week, 2 weeks. Because you should be rewarded for doing the right things, right? But nobody has a concept of what I'm saying in today's world. Women don't want to cook. I know you don't want to cook. You worked an 8 to 12. You work an 8 to 12 hour shower. Not shower. Session of work. Day of work. An 8 to 12 day of work shift. Of course, you just as tired as the man. So nobody want to do nothing around the house. The honest observation we can say is that modern women are men in disguise. Because they don't really want to be men. They just want the benefits that come with being a man. They don't really want to go to war. During the pandemic, there was no feminists found. It's like the pandemic just flipped. It just snapped. Thanos snapped the feminist away. There weren't no strong and independent women then. But this thought process is contributing to our society not being shit. Right? But we want to have families and all this stuff, but we don't have no concept of what family is, what a man is supposed to do, what a woman is supposed to do, and how it's supposed to work together to help not only us, but help the society as a whole. It's gotten so bad that in certain areas of the country, the average boy can't even read at the average grade level. That is the woman's fault. You guys know that, right? Miles, how is that the woman's fault? Back in the day, or we ain't got to go back in the day. Let's go right now. You guys ever opened the door for an older woman? Have you guys ever told an older woman, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, all that different type of stuff, right? What does she say after you have that interaction with that older woman? She says, your mother raised you correctly. Because the mother is supposed to impute respect and the value system into the child, right? And this is why it was so devastating, or not devastating. This is why it meant so much. If the woman couldn't get through to you and she told you that she was going to go tell your father, that's what imputed so much fear into that child. Because the father was going to go off on the child to make sure he or she follows the orders of his wife, right? Because he's not supposed to be focused on that. He's supposed to be focused on what he's got to do to help everybody, to ensure everybody's okay, right? But since the average person doesn't want to think this way, doesn't want to adhere to traditional values, where is our society going? The answer is going straight into the ground. And the person that suffers the most out of this situation, unfortunately, is the children. And this is why you got so many kids today that are traumatized. They're disrespectful. It all stems from a lack of family. You don't have a support system. You got to go out and start over and make it on your own. You guys go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, share the video if you like the video, and we're out.